everyone, welcome back. Today's video is a full face of L'Oreal makeup products. What I did is I went to the drugstore and I bought everything for a full face of makeup. Drugstore makeup is not something that I normally do, so this was a little bit of a challenge for me. So bear with me, but I'm sticking true and I'm not using anything else other than the L'Oreal brand. So if you like this video, please make sure that you like and you subscribe. I have other videos, really good stuff actually coming up. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. What I did is I went to the drugstore, if you will, if you watched my video, my Target haul. I went to Target and I bought a whole face of L'Oreal. Actually, I'm going to put a card up there. So if you haven't seen the Target haul, you can click on that and go to that video. But I bought everything for a full face of L'Oreal, a L'Oreal makeup look. I was just curious. I use a lot of Tarte and NARS and Urban Decay and a little bit Hot Benefit, a lot of more high-end products, and I haven't really purchased anything from the drugstore in a long time. So I was getting ready today and I thought I would pop on and do my makeup with you. Obviously, just got out of the shower, so the hair's wet, and again, yeah, keeping it real. I have no makeup on my face whatsoever. The only thing that I am going to put on my face that's not L'Oreal is my Murad moisturizer. I have to really watch, unfortunately, with my skin. I have to really watch the products that I use because they tend to really break me out. And right now my skin is really happy. It's happy. And doing a really nice job of not breaking out. So now I have used these products for 3 days. Yeah, it's been 3 days that I've used these products. Anyhow, so far it has not broken me out. I did have a little, I don't know, a little party going on over here. But I can't, that kind of happened before I started. I think it's a hormonal thing. I don't know. Who knows? But it had nothing to do with the L'Oreal products. Alright, I'm going to start off with the Lumi cushion. Now, I got this in buff beige. I don't know what I said in my Target haul. I couldn't read labels. It was a mess. A mess. But I've since figured this all out. It comes with a little puff thing, like a little sponge. That I don't use that. As you can tell, it's perfectly clean. Never used it. And then there's like a lid, and it's the cushion. And I like these cushion products. They don't seem to last a super long time. But there's the color. And you can tell I've been using it. I've been using this Miyako Beauty brush. I ordered it. I just paid shipping. I can put a link to it down below. Nice little deal. Anyway, so I just dip that into the product a little bit, and then I just do a light application of this, only because it is still summer and I don't need. I basically am using this to cover up my red that I have on my face, and again, I just buff that in my skin. I have a lot of red, I noticed, and I don't know, it is kind of warm this morning. So I don't know if that's why I have a lot of redness or what the deal is, but always, like right where I'm rubbing, always red. Always. I don't know. I'm not really sure why. I'm really trying to get under my eyes, and you'll see why. I do put this on my lids, and I'm going to explain that when I get to the eyeshadow. And ignore my eyebrows. I don't really fill them because they're so thick and dark. But they're getting a little unruly. They're getting a little out of control, and they need to be tamed down. So, that's coming. It's Saturday for me right now, so that might actually be something on my to-do list, is run out and have somebody take care of the unruliness on my. I do not have my handy dandy So there you go. There's nice, dewy, covers up that red for the most part. So that's the Lumi cushion. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in, I bought the Magic Lumi highlighter. And this does not come in a certain shade. It's just a, where's the thingy thing at? There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and use this. It has a little brush applicator thing on it, and then you just like wind it up. I know that was real technical, but. And I just put some of this underneath my eyes. This seems to settle. Oh, that's an attractive look. This seems to settle a little bit in my, God, I hate to say it, my lines. But I don't know what to say. It just does. And it doesn't seem to wear evenly through the day. But I do use a little bit of that on my chin, up in this area, again, just to take away any of that redness. I do it down my nose. It doesn't really leave like a white cast. I guess I could use just maybe just using my finger would help. It does leave a little bit of a white cast, but nothing outrageous. I'm again gonna go over my lids, but. So I don't know if you can tell. It does, for the most part. Oh, I have a hair in my eye. Okay. So it does kind of brighten things up a little bit. I don't know. There's another one. I think it's by Maybelline. And I really like that one. That one, it's not horrible, but it's not my favorite product I've ever used. I really don't think it does much. How about I put it that way? Honestly, if I was going to be untrue to this, I would pull out my Tarte Shape Tape. That stuff, I can't get past it. I love that stuff. Okay, but we're staying true, so here we are. Then I picked up this eye palette. It's in 102 Avenue de Roses. Avenue de Roses. It's as French as it gets, folks. So these are the colors. It comes with the little, and it's not easy to open. The packaging, Drugstore, I mean, it's very cheaply made, but those are the colors. Now, I really like these colors. It seems to have a very nice, I will tell you, a very nice payoff, and they last all day. If I'm finding myself at night literally taking them off, me just putting the foundation, that Lumi cushion, over my eyes, it's holding my eyeshadow in place. I'm not getting creasing or anything. And I'm actually very surprised by that. I'm known to crease. So that's really saying something, in my opinion. But these are just as good. I mean, they're a little bit powdery. A little bit. But nothing horrible. And for Drugstore, I'm really impressed. So I'm going to go ahead and go into this nude brown color. I don't think it has. No. It has no color listing on it. So I'm going to use this color. And I'm just going to put that here all over my lid. More like the bottom part of my lid, if you will. And I'll do my highlight later. This is kind of how I've been doing my eyes all week. So, and it's basically like just perfects your skin color. Has a little bit of a shimmer to it. Takes away some of the veining maybe that you might have in your eyes. So, nothing, you probably couldn't even tell I put anything on, but there's that. I do take a little bit of this pink color, and I'm going to pop that like more towards the middle, the inner corner, all the way to the middle. And it's a very light pink. I'm doing this more for a highlight. And I put very little on my brush, so sometimes you'll see me dip in, but it's only because I don't put a lot on my brush. All right, and then I'm going to go in with the dark chocolate color, and I just tap my brush into it, so it's just on the very end of my brush, and I literally put that right there at the outer corner. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to blend that. I know that's all a mess, but I will be fixing that. I do take that a little bit into my crease, but that is right there pretty much how I do that. Alright, so I went ahead and I put that dark into my outer corner. And then I just take a fluffy brush. I'm sure you've seen me. This is just the Sonia Kashuk. I've had this for life. I literally have had it for life. So I just blend that. And I take that into my crease. And it blends it out very nice. There is color still obviously left. But I don't want any harsh, and I go over it quite a bit because I do not like any like lines or where it looks like it hasn't been blended. I see girls all the time who don't blend their eyeshadow, and I honestly can't figure out why they don't blend their eyeshadow, but they obviously don't. So anyway, so I blend, and I probably over blend a little bit, but it is what it is. Okay, and then I go back into that nude shade that I put onto my lid. And I again go over that in my crease. Just another like light wash of color to blend that in a little bit. A little bit of more pink, a little bit of more pink. That was really kind of weird. Okay. And I just touch that on there so you can tell how that is. And then I finally go into that light shade and I just put a little bit there for highlight into those nasty and nasty brows. Ooh, they need done. Okay. There you go. So that is the eyeshadow. Oh, I forgot to put the little spongy applicator that I would never use. Oh, I don't want to shut that. Okay, then the other thing I'm going to do is, you'll see why I'm doing this in a minute. But I use this little flat, it's a very, very flat and dense brush. It's from e.l.f. It was $1. I'm sure it was $1. And I very lightly tap into that dark brown, and I wipe off, I tap it on a towel, and I'm just going to run that lightly under my eyes. And I'm actually going to put two colors under my eyes, but you'll see why here in a second. And I try to keep that up as close to my waterline as possible. Just like that. And then I do go into that pink shade just for a little something. And I put it right here at the outer corner, just to brighten things up and to add a little bit of interest for when I put on my mascara. That is it. All right, then I also purchased, I'll explain this in a minute why I purchased this, but out of all the eyeliners, I purchased the Lash Paradise Voluminous Liquid Eyeliner, obviously in black. Now, I really like my Wet n Wild. So, when I compare this to something, here's what the brush looks like. It's shaped a lot different than that Wet n Wild. It actually goes on very nice. I don't really do a wing. I mean, I guess I could if I wanted to be crazy today. But it does go on very well. It does last all day. It does not flake, you know, any of that craziness. Which I've had problems with liquid eyeliner in the past. With it, I know this is horrible, but I do this. Flaking off by the end of the day, and it comes off very easily. Now for what I use to take my makeup off, everything comes off, honestly. And especially here at the outer corner, I really make sure that I get that as absolute close. So that's all I'm going to do for the eyeliner, which now you understand why I use the powder underneath my eye. And I sound funny. I'm sorry, but it's bad. Okay. Again with the Lash Paradise. Now I've used this obviously more than 3 days. I'm impressed. Again, my eyelashes actually don't look bad. It stays on all day. It doesn't flake. It absolutely does not come down here. I can actually even use it on my lower lash line, and I have no issues whatsoever. So I'm going to go ahead and put on the primer. And I just put on a very nice coat of that. It's pretty, huh? I guess if you like pink lashes. Okay. Then I go in with the mascara. And I really get that into the root of the lashes and wiggle. And it really, it's one coat. So not bad. I don't like way too much mascara, but with that primer, it makes it just the formula that I like, and you don't have to put as much on. Now that side got a little clumpy. I don't know why. There we go. So there you go. There's the eyelashes done. And then, this part was a little disappointing. In the whole line at Target of L'Oreal, there were 4 blushes. They were this True Match. And I chose this Tender Rose. Now, it's okay. They had a plum, and I think I should have went with that. Because as you can tell, it kind of matches or is a little bit lighter than my skin tone. So I'm going to put this on. You're not going to be able to tell that I have diddly on my cheeks. But it's almost like a nice face powder for my cheeks. I do run a little bit on my nose just because it blends. It does have a little bit of a sheen to it. And it lasts all day too. Now I talk on the phone. I work in HR. So I'm on the phone. I do that sort of thing. And it doesn't, for the most part, for a blush, it handles well. So there's that. For lip products, I have heard good things about this, and I thought I would try it. It's the Nude Balm, and I got this in the shade Plum. So I was going a little bit outside my comfort zone because it's a little bit darker, but it's basically a lip balm with color. Okay, not real, it's not sticky. It's just very smooth and feels good on the lips. It does end up staining your lips, so if you don't like that, it's not for you. But I like that. I can eat, now it comes off, but then I'm left with a little bit of stain, a little bit of color to my lips, and it looks good until I can reapply. So there you go. There's my full face of L'Oreal makeup products. So I hope you enjoyed this. Make sure that you like and subscribe. I'd love to have you as part of the family. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye.